Hi everybody, it's Penny here, and I'm with a very special guest. He is going to be our speaker tonight at Cleanse Stephenville, and I would like for him to introduce himself to you.
Hi everybody, my name is Arttemis Kezsainn. I'm founder and director of New Earth Center and New Earth Superconscious Living.
That sounds impressive. He's out of Austin, Texas, and we were just sharing a little bit about his journey, and he shared with me that he worked for a couple of years at the Tree of Life with Dr. Kezsainn. So I thought that might be a great place to start, and you could just tell us a little bit about how that was and what you did there.
I moved to the Tree of Life in 2007 with my beloved wife, and we went there to work together as partners, which is way cool. Mm-hmm. And we had just gone raw and vegan, and we'd been 90 to 95% raw and vegan for 6 months. We landed at the Tree of Life, and here we are in this amazing community of 40 plus vegan shamans, healers, naturopaths, holistic medical doctors, living and loving a raw food lifestyle. I started in maintenance, so I did not go in doing what I left. I actually was in maintenance for 3 months, getting to know the land and getting in tune with the desert and high mountains of southern Arizona. They were losing some employees in the spa, and I have 10 years experience in holistic health. So I went from maintenance into the spa, and I became spa director of the Tree of Life Rejuvenation Center, where I facilitated reversing diabetes programs, spiritual fasting, 0 point, 10, 17, and 21-day detoxification programs facilitated by doctors, and I created advanced detoxification therapies to help people cleanse and heal physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually while I was there.
That's so exciting, and so what we really are up to here in Cleanse Stephenville is really just showing people that they don't have to stay stuck where they are. And we have so many different people that are here. We have people on the website that are a lot of people that are really hurting right now. And it might not just be physically, but spiritually and emotionally. And so you've really branched out even deeper into that study as well, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. While I was at the Tree of Life, I met a man named Bob Stevens. He came and did a 3-hour free intro. And Bob turned my whole world upside down with conscious language, sacred body language, biooptical holography. And we had been doing these study groups where we were learning how to identify a symptom, ask a question that reveals the exact cause of that symptom, emotionally. And when we're talking about people's emotional bodies and their feeling worlds, it's very intimate. It's sometimes we have a tendency to just think a lot and overthink and analyze. But when we really get into our feeling world, our feeling nature, it requires a very secure container. And when I saw Bob coach my wife for the first time, this is what he did. He looked into her eyes with a flashlight for about 10 seconds, asked her one question, and she started crying.
He's probably going to do that to me tonight, I have a feeling.
And
I need it too.
There was just this powerful realization that there's so much more available to us. Even when we do the raw food thing, we're eating all the right foods, and we're doing all the right things in our lifestyle, there's so much more available to us. There's so many ways we can wake up and heal at all levels and live our life fulfilled, heal fully, be on purpose in our lives. And the technologies I've received from Bob and Mastery Systems has really woken me up to my purpose, has helped me identify what's available and how to really achieve my wonderful, beautiful, fulfilled life.
Look at him too, by the way. I mean, I already said this to him, but when I was a little girl, I was quite obsessed with Barbie and Ken. I played with him every day, and I looked at him and I'm like, oh my gosh, your Ken doll come to life. In real life, that's what he's like, tall and just like totally like proportioned like a Ken doll. And his eyes are really bright and shiny, like he's legit. He's the real deal. And so
early on, it was very important for me to practice what I preach. Because a lot of my mentors, like 10 years ago, I studied Chinese medicine for 2 years, and my first mentor in holistic health was a smoker, And so it's like I committed, like I am living what I teach to the best of my ability. And that really shows. I mean, if I'm going to tell someone how to cleanse, I've done it.
Yeah.
To the degree I have. If I'm going to tell somebody how to heal grief or resentment, I've done it to the degree I have. It's important that we walk our walk. so that we can really share authentically how to do this stuff. And that's one. I mean, integrity is essential. You know, when you're coaching someone, you be aligned, and you can really give people authentic stories and experiences. And so, I've had a pretty rich life in the past 10 years. Being at the Tree of Life for 2 years, and doing like spiritual fasts and cleansing, and seeing people go through healing crises, reverse diabetes in 7 days, Native American sweat lodges, you know, every full moon. I mean, I experienced a lot while I was there, and that was just the beginning, leading me to Austin, Texas, and founding New Earth Center, and doing even more advanced healing and spiritual growth and transformation. And now, I'm in the biggest, most powerful transformation of my life. I'm an entrepreneur.
And I don't know what all he's doing, but I can just tell you a couple things that I just tasted that he's up to. I just had these almonds, and I don't know what made them special, because I looked at the ingredients, and there's just almonds and salt, but the way you prepare them, they're like the best thing ever in the whole world. Yeah. And then I had this chocolate that he made that I don't know. Yeah. It's crack. And then
you're not the first person to say that.
It's true. Yeah. And then he has these crackers.
Chipotle chia crackers. Yeah.
So good. I mean, they're insane. Yeah. They're like, forget Doritos. Okay, these are where it's at. So that's part of what you do.
Well, there's a great story behind the manufacturing of our foods into a business. My CEO, we call him our raw CEO. He went from redneck to raw in 5 weeks.
We like that.
Yeah, he has a great story. So we did 5 weeks of advanced trainings at New Earth Center. We did Mastery 201, 301, Sacred Body Language, Body Electronics, and then a very high level of Body Electronics. There's 5 weeks of trainings. And one of the students was our CEO now of our company. So he came there, and he was like a redneck, you know, potato chips, burgers, bourbon, steaks. I mean, that's how he lived. You know, and he came to our center, and we had a beautiful menu. It was 80% raw, vegetarian menu, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 5 weeks. So he came and ate the food for the first time. We started noticing changes in his thoughts, his thinking world. He started, feeling less pain in his body. He had chronic back problems. And he noticed his back was healing. And he's tasting our foods. He's like, you guys can sell these foods. And we're like, no. And so here we are a year later, New Earth Super Conscious Living. We have 7 products and 14 whole foods. And we make healthy snacks for families. I mean, we're bringing raw into the mainstream.
Do you ship it to
Yes.
people that order? How can they find you online?
NewEarthCenter.com.
NewEarthCenter.com.
Yeah.
Now tonight we are going to have a presentation from you.
Yes.
And we're going to record it. And so for those of you who are part of Cleanse Stephenville at Raw Food Rehab, we will have that uploaded. Usually it's like 24 hours later. So you'll get to hear a lot more. If this has intrigued you, you'll get to hear a lot more about that.
Tonight is going to be really, really special. I love sharing this material because I get a lot out of it. I mean, Napoleon Hill says, a man endeavors to learn what he teaches best. Mm-hmm. And we teach best what we most need to learn. And so I endeavor to teach this stuff because I love learning it. And every time I share this, I get something new and different. And tonight I'm going to be exploring the anatomy of consciousness. So I'm going to be talking about what our organs mean in consciousness, what's looking at our stomach as a window on our emotional body about receiving, our liver about feeling and forgiving, our spleen about believing in ourselves. And I'm going to give specific prayers and affirmations that will heal and uplift our body. These are prayers I've used personally on a daily basis to facilitate my own healing and transformation, because our words are medicine. When we use them as a prayer, as an affirmation, we can really heal very powerfully. And our body has a specific design through what we call sacred body language translations. So in addition to talking about our body and the anatomy of consciousness, I'm going to be doing some live sacred body language translations. I'm going to be showing practically how all this works. Like, I'm going to do a live translation. So one brave person from the audience is going to come up with a symptom. And then I'm going to ask them a question that will open up a doorway into the cause of that symptom. And hopefully bring about a healing. Sometimes the healing is instantaneous. Sometimes the healing is just enough to start moving the energy again. And it's very, very, very fun. It's funny, when we itch and scratch and yank and wank and poke, it all means something. It does. I mean, every time we itch or we touch somewhere in our body, it's a message. It's sacred, and I'm trained to read that while voting victory and seeing perfection. So we're not in healing. We never focus on what's wrong. We always focus on what's returning, and that's key. That's so important in healing. And the error in Western medicine is we're trying to focus on what's wrong and trying to fix it with less than adequate tools. When we can see, what's returning, and we can really help people move through that limitation of thought and feeling and lifestyle, and say, no, this is what's returning for you, then we can move them through that place of just getting to okay to fully healed. That's what it's about. It's about getting people to a place of fully healed, thriving, vibrant, vital, radiant life. And so when you focus on your strengths returning, you have this roadmap. You can move towards something, and then you do the lifestyle things that are required, like juicing and cleansing and building prana and eating superfoods. And this is all the stuff we love. And tonight I'm going to demonstrate some really cool additional tools to what you guys are already presenting, which is so amazing. I mean, I'm here because you guys magnetized me. You created me. You created me. All of y'all did. I mean,
you're watching this video right now, and it's not a coincidence. Okay, you've just heard all that because you're supposed to hear that. And if you can't be in Stephenville, Texas tonight at 7 p.m., if you're not part of Cleanse Stephenville online, then if this is resonating with you, then I want you to look him up. You're available on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
And we'll put how to spell his name underneath this video.
I'm the only Arttemis on Facebook. So.
Are you? Arttemis.
Arttemis.
Okay,
yeah,
we'll put that. We'll list that. And then his website. And you and your wife work together.
We do. We have a team of about 10 people in Austin, Texas, and we have a conscious community center. We host live events and trainings. And I'm really, really excited about what's coming up next year for all of us.
Yeah.
I see our tribes coming together. We're going to help a lot of people.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Listen, the saying is keep Austin weird. I don't think there's anything weird about what I'm hearing right here. This makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
So,
Austin's a cool place, and there's a lot of this happening already in Austin, and I'm excited to be there.
There's a little vortex going on down here in Texas.
Yeah, Texas. When I heard about Cleanse Stephenville and the meat and dairy capital of the world, I was like...
UFO capital, too.
UFO capital. I mean, it's like, wow. It's like, this is amazing that if you can accomplish this in Stephenville, we can take this and multiply and magnetize it in so many beautiful ways. I mean, it's really... You guys are doing amazing work down here.
It is amazing. So,
yeah.
Thank you for
You're
talking
welcome.
to everybody. I know you all are intrigued, and we look forward to bringing you more from Stephenville, Texas. Signing off. Bye.